Hi there, good morning, it's Chris van der Kerk here at Blue Rhino Safaris. I just finished the work on my Around the Delta tour, which had a weird change of structure. I had a request to incorporate a few additional stops into the Around the Delta tour, and as you can see on the map, Central Kalahari Game Reserve has come into play. I recently did a tour there. We spent 2 nights at Piper Pan, and it's a very nice pan. Plus I booked out Piper Pan exclusively for Blue Rhino for next year, so it will just be us for 2 nights at Piper Pan, which in my view is probably the ultimate pan in Central Kalahari. So let's look at the tour as we go through the 12-night adventure. We will start our tour in Rhino Sanctuary down at Savuti and spend our first night there. This is a very common get-together place for me. The bulk of the population of rhino in Botswana is at Rhino. From there, the next morning we drive up towards Maun and we fill up at Rakops, turn left and down to Deception Pan for night number 2. Deception Pan is where Cry of the Kalahari played itself out. The book, if you ever read the book, that is right there. Next morning we'll go down to Piper Pan and spend 2 nights at Piper Pan. As I say, very exclusive, nobody will bother us. It's a lovely place to get away from. Lovely lion sightings we had this year, with 3 lions walking past our camp during the day. Once we're done at Piper Pan, we will exit out and go straight up to Maun. We will sleep in Maun for 1 night, make sure that we get our stocks sorted out, do our shopping, get our permits, everything we need for the Moremi and Savuti area, and then also fill up with fuel. This also gives us a time or an opportunity to do scenic flights. Scenic flights, as you might have seen on TV, we use the same guys, Mac Air, and we do scenic flights, low-level flights over the Moremi itself. Boat cruises also available. From there we go up into the Moremi. We sleep just outside of the Moremi, and on day 1 we do a concession drive in on the border of the Moremi. Picnic next to the river. It's a lovely drive. I always enjoy it. It's fun, it's exclusive, and it's really something different. The second day we go into the Moremi itself. We do the bridges, 4th bridge, 3rd, 2nd and 1st bridge. I'll have a look at the summer birds that's around and enjoy the Moremi itself. So I'll show you what the Moremi is all about. Once we're done there, we travel further north to Savuti and spend 2 nights at Savuti. Lovely campsite, again known worldwide for its lions. Genetically the biggest elephants that you find in the world we will find there. So it's a lovely 2 nights. If the Savuti marsh has water, then the bird life will also be quite exceptional. Once we're done with Savuti, we go on to the 3rd of the 3-in-1, and that is the Chobe area around the Chobe River. So we sleep 2 nights in Kasane, and on the day between the 2 nights we visit Chobe National Park and we do the river route. We have picnic next to the river. Again, one of the most spectacular places that you can visit. So if you ask me about this tour, I can tell you that it is probably going to be the tour for 2018, to combine Central Kalahari Piper Pan with the Moremi, with Savuti, as well as Chobe National Park in the north, is quite stunning. It will be a wilderness tour, a wildlife tour that you will not forget. It's at the end of the summer, so it's still green, it's not dry and dusty, which means the animals are slightly less than you would normally find in, say for instance, in August, but the veld itself makes up for it. It's lush, it's green, and there's life in Africa, which is always a nice thing to see. And that will be it. From Kasane you can always visit Livingstone. You can extend your holiday by a few days. You can travel back via the Caprivi Strip. I will just come straight back home via Francistown. You can also go into Zimbabwe if you want to. Wangi National Park's right there, also a lovely place to visit. at that time of the year. So join us. It will be a lot of fun. The reason the price is slightly higher is because of the fact that we are in parks most of the time. So we have to pay park fees for Central Kalahari as well as Savuti, as well as parts for Moremi. So there's quite a lot of park fees that I have to pay on your behalf, and that just pushes up the price a little bit. But believe me, it's worth it. It's one of those trips that that you won't forget. It is a lovely tour. So join us March 2018, and let's see what Central Botswana is all about. Cheers.